come in and they're feeling kind of down.
Yes.
And they come in this room with their advocate and they close the door and they literally start playing with the wigs. You know, at first it's kind of sad, you know, you're pulling on, and then you start playing. Okay, and that's kind of fun. You know, this is how I look all the time, but I think I want to see what I look like with red hair. So, you know, they'll try on these other wigs. And
so there's something really good coming out of this. They're getting that child, they're nurturing the child within them.
That's true. And it just gives them a little sense of a more, you know, well-being. I mean, they feel, they stand a little taller, they smile a little bit more because they look better. And, you know, appearance helps. No matter what we say, appearance is important. And if we can help in that way along with everything else, then we want to do that. These wigs over here, I didn't point out to you, a lot of these are African American wigs. We had a client who was an African American and we didn't have any wigs, and so we sent her to a wig salon. She did pass away a while ago, and her daughter, to thank us, brought in a number of African American wigs for new clients that would come in, and we now have tried to stock some of those on our own, you know, go out and buy them. So we try and have wigs for everyone.
Interesting. Now where are we going?
Now where are we going? Well, we can go back here. These offices that you see here, this is where our client advocates are. We have 5 of them, okay, over here. Now the back of the building is just kind of our work area, but you can come see it if you'd like. Do you like the colors?
I love the colors.
We have a really nice designer. We wrote a grant to get, you know, funding to redecorate, and the woman who put this together was wonderful, and our clients love it. And so it's just cheery. A lot of times people think cancer is, you know, it's all negative, and we try and make it a warm, pleasant place to come. So I think we've accomplished that in the colors.
Well, I think it is. It appears to look like it's pleasant, positive.
It is. It is. It really is.
Peaceful.
Come this way. It's going to get noisy in here now. Here's Gail Ham. She's our program director, and you're going to be talking to her.
We're going to talk in a little bit, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
I'm going to let you get warmed up and get ready for the day, and then I'll be back, okay?
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay.
We're taking a walking tour. This is a workroom, okay?
Workroom.
Now, yes, we could not do our job as a nonprofit without our volunteers. I mean, they keep us going, literally. And this lady right here is one of them that does that. This is Jerry.
Hi. Jerry, you're an angel.
She is. She truly is.
I've been called other things.
But we call her an angel.
Okay.
We have, when our sewing groups call in and request 50, 100 bed pads or whatever, they have to have the filler cut, and that's this. And that's Jerry's job. I mean, she does this. She cuts hundreds and hundreds of these.
Yes.
I've not heard of that.
This is what it is.
Can I touch it?
Oh, sure. And do we have one here, Jerry? Do we have?
Yeah, we do.
We do. Okay. This is a finished bed pad. There's a sheet on the top. There's that filler in the middle. And then there's just a piece of plastic. And this they get from, the sewing groups get this from like a dry cleaning establishment. So go in and they can have a roll of, you know, just the regular stuff that they put on our clothing. So this is what it looks like in the end. But Jerry is the one who starts the whole process by cutting these. Okay? That's what all these things
There's my orders are.
And there's the orders when they come in. Here's her order. She comes in, like you see, they want 100 and 40 and 20 and 40. I mean, and she cuts them all.
Amazing.
Literally, she cuts them all for us.
She truly is an angel.
Plus, she works and does other things like she's doing right now. Like I say, we have lots of volunteers, and that's a wonderful thing because they keep us running. When we have mailings, when we have special events, we have volunteers who take care of the wigs, they sanitize them, and then we have volunteers who style them for us to make sure they're all okay.
Really?
And it's all done by volunteers. We're a staff of 15. We couldn't do all this without all these helpers, so our angels.
What if somebody wanted to volunteer?
They need to just come in and tell us that they'd like to. Then they meet with Cheryl Dafford, who's our volunteer coordinator, and talk with her. And it's really kind of a neat process because people who volunteer for Cancer Services do not have to volunteer like every Monday and Wednesday from 9 to 12. What they do is they fill out an interest sheet and talk to Cheryl. And then when she has a need for whatever that is, she'll look it up and she pulls it up on the computer, and all the people who say, I want to help with mailings, she calls them, and if they can, great. If they can't, she just waits and calls them the next time. So because of that flexibility, our volunteers really like to work here because they can do when they want, when they're available, that kind of thing. I didn't tell you about transportation. We provide transportation to and from treatment, radiation and chemotherapy here in Allen County, and that's done by volunteers. And
Really?
So, yeah. And that's a labor of love when you think about it, because
sure
it's a
is.
time commitment, okay? And besides that, now it's a monetary commitment because, you know, the price of gas. Anyway, all of that is done by volunteers. And so, again, another area where we couldn't function without them.
Yes, and there's people out there that's what they have as their job.
Mm-hmm.
Is just to volunteer.
Yeah, there are professional volunteers, and a lot of them
Oh, yeah.
here. They do.
Well, I'll tell you, this is my freebie. She even served me a cup of coffee this morning.
Aw, well, thank you for sharing that today.
So some days I get lucky.
These are working offices again. This is Brenda Bentley. She's our fund development person.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
And then Diane May is our president. She's over here.
Wait, stop. Look, listen, stop. I want you to repeat that again. And Diane May.
Diane May is our president, and her office is right over here. Maybe we can stick our head in and say hi.
Okay, let's see.
Diane.
Diane, hello.
Oh, hi.
Okay. Back here is what's called our Healing Arts Center.
I saw that. I took a picture
And
of that.
you don't mind going out without your coat? We'll run across there.
Okay, let's run.
Okay. This is where our support groups are done. Our nutritional seminars are held. Our Tai Chi classes, those kind of things.
Oh. Amazing.
Come on in. This is the main support group room.
Wow.
The biggest one, obviously. And we sponsor or co-sponsor over 20 support groups through Cancer Services.
Wow.
Most of them are monthly, except for bereavement. We have a bereavement group that meets every Monday night in this room, and it is co-sponsored with Visiting Nurse, okay? And we have a trained facilitator for that one, a bereavement coordinator. And then they also meet twice a month in the afternoon. So that's, you know, that's an ongoing weekly thing for them.
Tai Chi.
We have Tai Chi, we have wellness and music, we do drumming classes. No musical experience necessary. It's kind of a fun stress releaser thing, and like Tai Chi is. So we've got a lot of things going on. Again, this is just, like I say, the Healing Arts Center. There are offices here, and then there's 3 support group rooms. When we have our nutrition seminars, we have them here in this room, and we alternate between Parkview and Lutheran. Their dietitians will come over, and they do cancer-related seminars, giving helpful hints to people about how to eat, you know, so that they can keep their appetite up. For example, things like if you're going through chemotherapy, you don't use metal utensils, you use plastic, because chemo tends to change the flavor of things, and when the metal's on there, it makes everything icky. So, you know, those are the kind of hints that they give them. Plus, they always bring samples of food and recipes, so it's really kind of fun. I never miss those because I like to taste what's going on.
Where are we going now, Linda?
This is when we have a small support group. They will meet in this room because it obviously is kind of small and cozy. And then our Tai Chi and our wellness and music meet back in here. This is where we do wellness and music, and these are just 2 of the things that people can use, okay? And they sit in their little circle, and sometimes they don't sit, sometimes they stand, but it's just really kind of a fun thing to do, and people really are enjoying it. We have somebody from IPFW who is leading this, and it's going really well.
It's a bonding.
It is.
It is. It's a really bond to let someone know that they're not alone.
Yeah, and that's what we try and do here all the time. You know, when a lot of times when people go through a cancer diagnosis, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, this hasn't happened to anybody else. And when they come here, they realize, yeah, it has, and we know what's happening, and we can help. So that's the goal.
Well, it's warm and fuzzy in here, Linda.
Good.
Are we going to talk to Gail now?
I think that would be great.
I think that'll be great. Tell me that I know.